Hello guys, and welcome to Rideshare, the Rideshare channel. My name is Serge, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about the future of my eBay store, kind of like what I'm thinking about doing with that store. Because I kind of told you about like a little store that I have, and then I have to like basically start growing it. But the future is I would like to I would like to list $1 million worth of items into my eBay store. Once I have that, I think I'm gonna have some really good success when that happens. So I would be really happy about that. And you might be wondering, where the heck are you gonna get that? Well, first of all, a lot of hard work. At the same time, I've been on this journey for a while now, and I have some successes, but lots of challenges. Because first of all, I am married. I've been married close to 19 years. I have 3 kids, ages 4, 10, and 12. And not only that I want to provide for my family, I want to make sure everyone is well taken care of. My kids have a very good childhood. My wife is really satisfied. She's got everything she wants. I'm not talking about needs here, because there's lots of wants. So I want to make sure that I have things that I want. But a lot of times I have to put myself on hold, but sometimes I have to think back and say, okay, well, what do I want? I have to ask myself those questions, because sometimes, due to all the work that you have to do to pay all the bills and stuff, you forget about yourself. And I think a lot of us do. And I'm basically 43 years old, going on 44. And I've been hustling what seems like all my life, and it wasn't easy. But the thing is, there's definitely some successes and lots of challenges for sure. But I'm happy. I don't have any regrets. Here's the challenging part. It's not the work. Challenging part is everything that I do, all of the work that I do, all of the money that I make. It's like I am swimming upstream. And what do I mean by that? I am the only one that supports our family. I'm not complaining about that. It's not that I never expected it to be any other way. I actually expected it to be in such a way. Even when I was making $9 an hour, when I first met my wife, surprisingly, she still married me when I was making $9 an hour. So at that time, I was just a normal employee, so still a normal employee technically, but I've been working for myself since 2007, got married in 2006, and then I realized I'm not making enough money. Started my own business in 2007 and had some successes and challenges with that, ups and downs. But each time I come out stronger. I have better plans. I have better advice that I could give to myself, to others, to be able to have successes in their life. Because some friends that I have, some co-workers that I had, they have not even experienced as much success as I have. And I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. But everyone works hard, including them. It's just some of the decisions we all make leads us in one direction or another. And sometimes in time, right, in life, you will look back, and then let's say everybody gets measured to their accomplishment. Everybody's going to be on a different level. Somebody's going to be way higher than me. Like, they're already higher than me. Like lots of people. Like, I'm just somebody very small, small fish in a big pond. But the thing is, I am trying to, most importantly, provide enough money for my family that everybody's good, have a good business going, have a lot of different income streams, that money's always coming in. And I don't want to have all these bunch of needs. I just want all the needs taken care of, enough money coming in. Like, I don't need to be rich because of it. It may happen as a result of me doing stuff, because sometimes when you try to do a lot of different things like that, like you're constantly working at it, even though you're failing, you keep going at it. Sometimes you really hit big, and like It's not a casino, obviously, but you will sometimes realize how to make better money. And what I have realized is this: I'm making more money now with family than I have when I was single. So imagine if I was like thinking, I'm just making $9 an hour here. I can't afford a family, this and that. Well, I would have never started one. I would have definitely been behind on that front. Then when you get a little older, like 43, you begin to be a little wiser, and you're thinking, oh no, I would not put up with that, or this or the other thing. You might not end up getting married. Like, even though I love my life, like, and my wife and my kids, no complaints, like everything's good. If I had to get married right now at this age, just because I have different needs and desires, like different goals, and I know more, I would probably not get married. Just because, for instance, getting married right now, it's a gamble. It really is. Let's just say you really become accomplished and you accomplish all these things. Well, once something does not work out and, your wife divorces you, she takes half. So just that alone, I'm just saying, just that alone, I didn't have nothing when I got married. I think that's the best time to get married. You don't have nothing. So you have like nothing to lose. Well, the only thing is you'll have your heart broken if your wife, let's say, like decides to divorce you or whatever, or you, or whatever. And it might seem like sometimes got wasted, but the thing is, heartbreak, yeah, it's gonna hurt. But imagine you've been saving up, you get your 401k, you get your all kinds of like retirement money, you have maybe a property that you bought, you put a crazy down payment because you hustle like crazy, and then somebody gets in your life, pretends to love you, and then they divorce you, and you just lost half, maybe even worse than half, because if there's kids involved, well, now you end up paying for all of this kids' expense, like alimony, child support, like, on and on. Thank God I'm not there. I'm not saying I'm protected from that. It could happen to anybody. My parents got divorced. I've seen so many divorces happen, it's not even funny. So many of my friends got divorced. I'm not saying that that's a disease. I'm just saying that's a very high likelihood that divorce can happen. Because we're just people, we're not perfect. And when we marry somebody, sometimes you have like high expectations of that person, or they have high expectations of you, and sometimes you're not on the same page because one person's working harder than the other. I'm not saying that I'm working hard on my wife. My wife works really hard. It has nothing to do with that, but I'm just saying, on the relationship, sometimes one person works harder than the other, one person loves more than the other, and when that happens, sometimes one person ends up leaving. Thank God in my relationship, somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, like, everything's good. And my wife, like, literally tells me every day she loves me, and vice versa. I love my kids to my kids, and they tell me they love me and stuff like that. Like, all that stuff is good. I don't know how we got on the topic of family, but one thing's for sure is why we're out here working. Family. Well, maybe family for you, but maybe some of you guys are single trying to work. In that case, maybe it's a second job. But the thing is, any type of job when you're working by yourself, and this is kind of like blue collar work technically, because why? Because it's just it's a service industry. Like, we're basically serving others, and we're making our money as a result. But this is also kind of like a little small business. This is a way for you to get introduced into small business and be able to manage things and be able to learn from it and things of those natures. And you have to learn sometimes really quickly, and it's even more than that, And as for me, when I was talking about like swimming upstream, I was making money, and any money that I'm making with blue collar, that's not a lot of money. Like, not a lot of money as a like one person trying to pay for everything. Like, imagine that, like one person trying to pay for everything and using blue collar work. And then for me to be able to buy a home for cash and a property for cash and buy 35 cars, and everybody's fed and clothed and taken care of, and I'm doing all that with my small businesses and blue collar work. I still can't say that I'm very professional businessman, because I'm not. I'm still in the beginning stages, even though I'm older, 43. I mean, I wish I knew stuff that I know now that I would have practiced them before I got married, but I didn't. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.